Welcome back. Well. It's that time of year again. The robot umpire call for help is also in its full swing. It's really getting out of hand here. Getting more out of hand, I feel like, over the last X number of recent years. These umpires are a detriment to the game. It's not right for the game. Make the right calls. Baseball, we are 155 years in existence of playing baseball. It's time to make the right call. We get the whole human element and all that, but I want to make the right call more than I want the human element. We have just a number of egregious calls over the last like 2 or 3 days. I mean, it's ridiculous. Just think about this entire season. Think about all the time. We could go back a whole rabbit holes of horrible calls that led to this change of the game and whatnot, but really, it's that time to make the change. MLB, right, kind of bold in changing the game. Robot umpires, it's just the next step, right? It's just the next step. I think we are heading towards that with the rule change that we have seen. Let's talk about it. So on the screen, you're going to see Ozzy Albies. I'm going to lead off with Ozzy Albies and the Braves here. Game literally tonight, Saturday night baseball. It's a horrible call. Horrible call. Not even close. This one might be the worst of the calls you're going to see. Well, I mean, you guys can make the case for any of them to be the worst calls, but I mean, this is not even close. And one thing I noticed with all of these calls is that they're all late in the game. You're going to see 9th inning, 8th inning all over these photos here. And really, like, umpires make bad calls throughout the game. That's not like a shock or news to anybody, but you really see bad calls late in the games, and I don't know if it's just because of the magnitude of the game. Everyone's focused on, it's a big, this is the last 3 outs of the game. Like, everyone is focused in. These strikes and balls matter, or the umpires just get worse in the 9th inning. I really don't know what it is, but to me, you see way too many horrible calls late in games. It's frustrating. It's frustrating as a fan. It's got to be frustrating as a player because these guys know the game really well. And I'd argue they know the game better than umpires as far as the balls and strikes go. I mean, you're up there at the plate. You know the plate really well. What's high, what's low, what's out, what's in. If you see some of the calls that these players argue, they're usually right. When they think it's a ball, it's usually right. So it's really crazy how good these guys know the strike zone. In tonight's Dodger game, watching the game, I am just horrible. I mean, this is not the first time the Dodgers have been completely screwed this year in the 9th inning and losing a game. Mookie Betts, the final batter of the game, 3-2 count with Gallegos, and Mookie Betts ultimately struck out on this terrible call outside the strike zone. Really not even close. Contreras barely made an effort. I get it. He tried to frame it a little bit, but not that good of a framing job by Wilson Contreras, and the ball was just clearly outside. Mookie Betts had no chance of that. And again, you say, oh, well, it's 9th inning, 3-2 count, we got to protect there, but that's not a strike. That's not a strike. And automated strike zone, that's not a strike, and that call needs to get right. He gets on base of strike zone, automated strike zone, and it's a whole new game. It's horrendous. It's just horrendous to lose a game on such a horrific call. That same inning, Will Smith batted right before Mookie Betts. Another horrific call. Strike zone that is not a strike. Again, this one is not as horrendous as the Mookie Betts one, but still a bad call late in the game. A crucial moment in the game. You cannot have those calls be called against you. In 2023, MLB in all 30 AAA ballparks are using robot umpires. It includes automated balls and strike zone, also known as ABS. It's been used in the minor leagues here and there since 2019, and for the first time this season, they are using it at AAA for every single game. Now, half of the games you could argue, or you have 3 challenges for strikes and balls, which I'm going to be honest, I don't like that. You know what? If you're going to bring the robot umpires, automated strike zone, it shouldn't be a challenge. It really should not be a challenge. I don't know what the whole challenge system is about balls and strikes, but that's just going to slow down the game. Please, MLB, I do not want to see that. I don't want to see balls and strikes challenged. Just get it right. I mean, it cannot be that hard to get it right. If it's a borderline pitch on the block, that's a strike. Anything else, that's anything more than half a ball outside the plate, that's a ball. They should have the technology nowadays to really figure that out. I don't want to see no challenges for balls and strikes. That's going to slow down the game. Kind of, I don't want to say corny, but please don't do that. I think at the end of the day, MLB will have automated strike zone coming up, robot umpires coming up, and the whole human element. There's still going to be a body back there, a real human back there. they're just going to be with the automated strike zone, whether it's like a buzzer that's telling them like, oh, it's a strike or a ball, whatever the case is. They will have an automated strike zone. I think we're heading towards that. After the 2023 season, all data collected in the minor leagues for the automated strike zone will be sent to MLB for future choices, per quote. Like I said, I think at the end of the day, we are heading towards robot umpires, and that's good. It's way long overdue. I'm officially sick of seeing my team get robbed of games because of horrendous calls at the end of the game, and enough's enough. We got to change that. So MLB, I think at the end of the day, is heading towards robot umpires. But you guys can let me know down in the comment section below. Do you guys think robot umpires should be in baseball? Do you guys want to see them? So with that being said, I'm going to sign off. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.